recording. Scoot you guys over, chat. Haley, please don't start like knocking stuff over with your tail. Give me 1 second, chat. She's about to like knock the laptop over from when she was walking by. Okay, there we go. There we go. Now I can see the chat good. I see OPTC's volume's off, so there you go. There's the volume on Treasure Cruise. Let me just get some water real quick and hopefully get this cat to like sit down. Let me get my other water within like arm's reach just real quick, and then we can jump in. Okay. All right. Now we can jump in. You see we're 2 runs away from a super bonus map. We got our nav level to 21. So we did get that nav poster yesterday that got us like 4 level skips. But I did lose 2 of them because of I went into a boss fight. I had the wrong team, so I couldn't beat the final boss fight with that team. So I did lose those 2 ranks from that when I had to like quit that quest. But regardless, we're back in it now. So we got 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I'm gonna go for that stamina refill. Even though, yeah, I won't get the treasure bird this round, but just to like, just get the extra stamina so that we can just keep like playing as much as we can like today for the stream and stuff like that. So you see yesterday I did get to 3.4 million points. So right on track with my goal, because usually for TM, I want to finish with 3 million or more on the first day, around 6.5 on day 2, and then the last day I can go ahead and like just get to the 10 and then like not have to play on Saturday on the final day. So, or Saturday at a minimum, since I already have the 10 million, just get to that next like super bonus map, like I said, is usually my intention. But so I'm just happy that we did get to like our goal yesterday, because I did start at TM so much like later again from being tired. Same thing today, starting like later. But that being said, we're gonna jump in here and like knock this out and just start going. I need you to lay down. You lay down and I'll pet you, but I'm not gonna let you like bite me. Cause like the second I stop petting her, she's gonna try like biting me and like stuff like that, and it's very, very annoying, Chad, just putting it mildly. Stop trying to bite. That's why I'm gonna like scoot you over. I'm gonna like push you over a little bit. Because if you're right beside me, you're gonna try and keep biting. Why are you like this? Your brother's not like this. Your brother doesn't bite. See, once she lays down, then I can like pet her. See, there you go. Now it's easy to pet you. Good. So yeah, just we're still using the same teams that we were using yesterday on the stream. Everything's working really smooth with them. The only changes here, like you saw, we swapped Hancock, or swapped what was her name, Bonnie, for Hancock, because since we got to 3 million, we were able to super evolve our Hancock. Thank you for stopping by, B. Thank you for the comment for saying that. And also thank you to X Julie Arts for the follow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the follow, X Julie Arts, and thank you so much, B, for the comment there. I really appreciate the follow, by the way, because now we are 2 or 3 away from our 50 followers goal, so thank you so much for that. If you're tuned in for Treasure Cruise, I always stream the treasure maps and Kazuna clashes. occasionally, possibly like other OPTC events. It just depends. But definitely every treasure map and every Kazuna Clash will always stream, and these are specifically my own treasure map teams that I made myself. So if you wanted to see like a breakdown of the teams, you know, feel free just to see the stream, see the order I'm using my specials in or stuff like that. But also on my YouTube channel, which you can check the like links at the about section there, I do have a video breakdown of how the teams work. So just a FYI there if you're tuning in because you're also like playing the TM and stuff like that. Thank you so much for saying that, B. I do my best to try and like help out people. Help out with the community for a game I care about. Same thing with, you know, fighting games and stuff like that, like we always talk about, which is funny because yesterday I was watching Max talking about how he thinks it's like more interesting to see like fighting game players that are learning a game or trying to show people how enjoyable it is without that person just being like god tier at the game, like the best player ever at the game and stuff like that. So that's funny because literally as he's saying that, that's the thing I always say on my stream when I'm playing a fighting game, like, hey, if you're tuning in, like, we're not doing ranked matches, we're just doing like casual online matches, and just to showcase like how fun this game is and how fun fighting games can be for people, even if you're not the guy at top 8 at Evo, or I guess now they do top 6, but you get what I'm trying to say, chat. So that was really cool actually hearing like Max say that, because I've been saying that for like a long time, and I've seen other people in the community, like I think like James Chin, also say like normalize like just regular fighting game people, like tuning into their streams, not just trying to watch like pro players or stuff like that, but people that are just trying to enjoy the community aspect and the fun aspect of fighting games, which I definitely like. It's really cool, like, you know, hearing other people, especially like higher up in the community like that, say stuff like that, because that's exactly what I'm trying to do. Because I've always said like fighting games are the most enjoyable games you can play with another person, so I thought that was really cool, like hearing again someone echo that yesterday. Okay, I hope you feel better. Thank you for stopping in, and thank you for dropping by and tuning in. Gosh, my nose is running a little bit there. Alright, let's go ahead and knock out Perona here. So now that we super evolved Hancock, the main change to this team is now we can use her special, but it's just so we can get this territory, which actually does do like pretty good damage increase since it's a strength-based territory. And once we activate Bond Clay here, we'll have 5 strength units. Again, like I said, Buggy's just here just because he's a TM legend, so he's got a good amount of points and stuff like that, and he does get natural type affinity, so Buggy's definitely one that you can do without, but he's just there just for that free damage. Oh yeah, don't need to cut the sound off. I almost cut the sound off on OPTC, sorry guys. But again, thank you so much for the follow. Once we reach our 50 followers goal, we will be starting a special playthrough once we finish one of the 2 games we're playing through. And we're pretty close to the end of Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon, so I think there's a strong chance we could get the 50 followers before we finish Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon, which would be great because I'm really excited to start and share this game with you guys for when we reach that goal. It's one of my favorite games. It's a game I beat twice already. This will be my 3rd time. First time playing it on stream and sharing it with other people, so I'm really excited about that. First time I played it probably over a decade, by the way, too, so it's going to be a lot of fun. If we don't reach the 50 followers goal by the time we finish Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon, then we're going to be going into Final Fantasy VIII Remastered. So we'll be starting one of those 2 games next, either the 50 followers one or Final Fantasy VIII, whichever one we do start with. We'll do the other one afterwards, because I'm sure then by the time we finish Final Fantasy VIII, we'll probably have the 50 followers. I say that because the other game we're playing, yes, we will finish Sword Online Hollow Realization. Not too much further, but that's in a series, and that's the third game, we're gonna have the 50 followers before we finish all 6 games, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So I wouldn't jump into, I wouldn't stop like where we were to go start another game and then come back to the next game in the series. I just don't want to break it up like that. Haley's over here going off-roading. I wish you would just lay down. We went through this yesterday. I know it's your nap time. I know you want to lay down. But I know, like, because I'm streaming during the day instead of night, you don't want to go to sleep because you hear me talking. But I'm telling you, it's okay to go to sleep. You sleep at night when I stream at night. I don't see why we have to do this during the day. Now just keep an eye on you guys' chat. But yeah, all I say, like, I really appreciate the follows, so thank you so much. Whether you're here for OPTC, or you're just here for, like, everything. If you're here for, like, OPTC, the JRPGs, fighting games, like, from the other streams, like, thank you. I really, really appreciate it. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and fight Nami here, so we're just gonna take a Rocks Pirate. If you're trying to get back over here, go that way or go down and around. No, she wants to smell the back of my head, I guess. Thank you, Ailey. That was really sweet of you. She bumped her head against, like, mine. Hey. You need to go back to where you was. You were comfy right there. Just walk down and around, because I know you don't like stepping across me. Or do you need me to pick you up and move you? Here. Just don't get scared. Ah, there you go. She doesn't like being picked up. You're still really soft, but you are like getting some like cat hair in the air. I might have to brush you again. You're still really soft from the last time I brushed you and your brother. Gotta try and keep them brushed like regularly just so they don't get like hairballs and stuff like that. Especially, I feel like he's worse about it. But he also like, he eats every damn thing, chat, including like hair, like on the ground. He like eats like her hair and stuff like that, so. Yeah, look, you're getting hair on my phone. This is a really, really, really good cat. Please don't bite. Hey, just saw your message. Saw you on X. Appreciate the follow there on X. Yeah, I'll definitely I can't right now just while like I'm streaming, since obviously like I'm streaming from my phone and stuff like that. But after the streams like done and everything, and I get like shifted back into like you know, just like out of stream mode like for the rest of the day and stuff. Yeah, I'll definitely check it out. Thank you so much. I'm assuming from your name like you have like fan art and stuff like that you make or stuff like that, just from like the arts in your name. So I'll definitely like check it out on there. So thank you. I greatly appreciate the follow, like I said. So I just can't right now. Like I said, wow, like I'm streaming since I'm actively using my phone to stream. But no, I will definitely check it out after the stream. So thank you so much. Gosh, excuse me. I get some water. I'm sure again it's because of the cat hair flying up. So we're at 3.5 now. I want to see where we're going to be after the super bonus map. I'm thinking we'll definitely be at least past 4. What I would hope that we can get some sea charts, or some sea charts to get our navigation level increased, I would really appreciate that. So we can just start getting some more points easier. Really pleased with how these teams worked out. Yeah, we had to make the small change to the intrusion team yesterday before the stream, but still, I'm very pleased with how all of them's working out. Which, if you are tuning in today, you missed the stream yesterday, but you saw like the YouTube video and everything. I just want to let y'all know. So the intrusion fight team that we made and did the breakdown for in the YouTube video, it does work. Let me see where I'm going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would be Perona. 1, 2, 5. That would just go up there. But we want to go this way to try and get a stamina refill. So we'll go after Perona. So the team did work for the intrusion fight with Crocodile, but you would have to do like some manual tap timing and stuff in there. So just to make it easier, we did switch up the team, so you'll see that after we fight Perona here. So we switched it up to where we're using Super Suko Fest exclusive Nami instead. Which is fine. Haven't used her in like a while, so it is cool like getting to like trial like her out like again. Trial her out. We got her like so long ago, like when she debuted and stuff like that. But y'all get what I'm saying. So yeah, we just had to make a slight change there, so that way we don't have to rely on the tap timing bonus, because that way we can just tap straight through Reiju and then take out the Germa clones. Alright, so Perona, you know, we just super swapped here and stuff. Morley, and we ran into her on the map, so we know she's going to have like weaker health. I'm not even going to pop like any other specials. I think like this one tap with Boa might KO her, yeah. I was about to say, just save a little bit of time. Obviously, if we ran into her at the end of the battle rush, then we would have used all the other specials and stuff like that, so. Damn, I was hoping that would have maxed Hancock so I could go back and like finish in level limit break her and then go ahead and use the key, but looks like no, she has like some more, at least one more level before we have to use the key to unlock the other powers and stuff. Let's go ahead and grab Uta. So you'll see here, I forgot like part of what made this team work just by swapping out. Crocodile was, we had to put this Usopp support on Nami, so you guys will see that too in a second. And the important thing is though, you do have to be sure to stall until Yamato and Ace are within 1. Just because you get your, since Nami does damage, you do get your specials like tap timing locked on the next stage. That was another change with like Crocodile. So again, if you missed the stream yesterday, you'll see here as we like clear this stage and go on to the next one, y'all see what I mean. So here Reiju's gonna inflict like all the debuffs and stuff like that. And then from there, we can just go ahead, use Uta's superclass still, so that way we'll get the stronger orb and attack buff. Kind of want to use Whitebeard first, just to remove Reiju's barrier. And obviously like our burn and stuff like that. But then I want to use Nami, because I was using Nami first. Just so we can get a little bit of that damage on Reiju. Like, not that it really matters, but, I mean, it's just damage on her. And then you can see, like, there's what I mean by getting, like, a barrier and stuff like that, so. Ooh, don't need popping specials. I almost, like, messed up there. And you just need the Usopp support so that way it changes all your slots from the paralysis slots into full board matching. So easy change for Crocodile there. Just swap him out for like Nami. I did see yesterday that the new Kazuna Clash Legend is going to be Crocodile and Robin. So I'm actually like really excited about that because there's a lot going for that legend for me. Because like first of all, it's wait one second. Why didn't I get the chain multiplicative buff? I just realized. Oh, if Captain is Slasher Striker. Got you. Okay, chat. So there's like... We need to use Cat Viper first, then do the super switch of Ace and Yamato, and then Roger. So that way we can get the chain multiplicative buff. I didn't even realize that. Okay. So we could get even more damage on this team because we're doing this without the chain multiplicative buff in addition. Okay, I didn't even realize that. So that's good to know, actually. We need to make sure we get Ace and Yamato first in their use their super swap and special before Roger. I didn't even realize that. We were going this way to try and get the stamina refill. So it is 4-way. I'm gonna replace one of these 5 ones because here's the thing: if you don't roll a 5, like that's the highest one, you could potentially like roll less than a 5 on like your next one anyway. Oh sweet, we got a 4 anyway. Cool. So we'll go ahead and we'll get that stamina refill. And once we get over here to like the boss fight and stuff like that, I'm gonna grab me some more water because my throat is like super dry, chat. I'm glad this cat like finally like calmed down and like sat down some. Started like resting. Alright, so we'll take our man Kobe here. And then, after I get this water and stuff while we do this fight, I'm going to talk about the new Robin and Crocodile, like, legend. Please lay down. Like, that had no impact on you. Alright. Alright, let's jump right back in. I don't even remember who this was against. Carrot? Or is this ulti? I know, obviously, like, we're using the right team, but I can't remember who the heck this was. Carrot, okay. Yeah, the new, like, Robin and Crocodile, I know, like I said, I really didn't, like, care for the TM Ace, but the Robin and Crocodile, I really like what they got going for them because, for me, personally, like, character choice-wise, it is Robin. Obviously, like, one of my top 2, if not, probably my favorite character in all of One Piece. And then, it's Crocodile. So again, another, like, character that I really like in One Piece. So it's cool to have them together. It's a Captain Shift character, and Captain Shift characters have proven to be really strong in addition to the game. There's just a lot going for the character. The character's cerebral. I've really like Cerebral's always been one of possibly even my favorite class, which I'm sure has something to do with like the amount of Robin and Laws that are cerebral. So there's like my actual 2 favorite characters right there. So they're like Dex, World Government, so there's synergy there with like Kizaru. They're you know, Dex and Cerebral. So and it's a Robin character. So even though it's not a Rev Army character, there is some synergy there with Dragon. Because remember, guys, Dragon needed all the help he could get. Since it was Captain Shift character, they had access to Super Type / Super Class, and that one had Super Type depending on if you're on Robin or Croc, so it has access to 2 different Super Types. Like, there's just a lot to love about the character. The utility was kind of small in their Captain ability, but I wasn't upset about it because it removed pain and I think it was a despair by 3 turns. But their captain shift lasted 3 turns, so you know you can switch them on the stage before, get them there, and you would then want to go in that stage 3 to remove that stuff. So I'm not upset that like it was a small utility. I don't think that really hurts the character. I think like they're still getting the benefit of having a utility, even if it is for like a small amount. But it was just a really, really, really cool character. The 10-turn removal of defense up. They did poison, but it wasn't through immunity. So they kind of have a way against resilience. It just depends on if the enemy can be inflicted with poison. I'm sure for that Kazuna, you'll be able to poison the enemy and stuff like that. Again, a world government like striker character, so great synergy with Saturn. It was a striker strength character, so great synergy with Rock's Pirates. Like there was just a lot to like about the character. The increased damage taken through immunity and the weakened status through immunity, I really liked that. Of course, like being a captain shift character, you also have the way once you trigger the super type, and it was a pretty flexible and easy super type to like apply. In my opinion, there was a great pool of characters that you could like have access to get that on there. Like it was just a character I really, really, really liked. Now, will I pull for Robin and Crocodile? I don't know, only because I'm thinking about for the future. I'm gonna want all the 5 elders. So I know, like, I have Saturn now. I know there's 4 other of the 5 elders I'm gonna want to get. But that being said, like, I'll have to look at the banner because I am missing a lot of Kazuna Legends. So that's the thing, is I am missing a lot of Kazuna Legends. And a big determining factor that could be on possibly if I pull would be if Shiryu's on the banner. Because I really, really, really want the TM. Or not the TM, the Kazuna Legend Shiryu. I want him since he premiered. I was hoping to get him in the Egghead banner. I unfortunately did not. But hey, I'm not upset with all the other great characters I got. So I didn't get Shiryu then. But so if Shiryu's on there, I might consider getting it. Because I really do like what Robin and Crocodile are bringing to the table. But again, at the same time, as I'm looking at it, I can see how it's like, I don't need the character. I just want the character, and I know a big part of that want is because of it's a Robin and it's a Crocodile. Like, a big thing is like, a perfect example of that is like this Summer Nami, I could care less about because I'm not a Nami fan. And like the 3-sword style Nami, I didn't care about like at all. Just because this character's Robin, I'm already like, okay, this is kind of like piqued my interest some. But I actually do like, putting my like character bias aside, I actually do think like Robin and Crocodile are definitely pretty good. How many gems do I have? Mo, it is it's a secret, honestly. That's why like I cropped the video just there. So it does like cut out the amount of gems I have, and the only reason why I have that as a secret is just because I will say this: it's a fair amount, and there was a time where I was unable to access my account just for like 3-ish days, and when I was messaging Bandai to get the account recovery, they ask you really, really, really specific questions, like what was the last quest that you did, who was the captain that you used, what's your account name, what's your alliance that you're in, what amount of gems do you have, what's your pirate level, stuff like that. So just because of like my own like paranoia and stuff like that, and it's not just me, I've seen other Japanese players, they do hide like their top bar of their account. Just I don't want to risk like having too much stuff seen on my account that could answer some of those questions that I know from account recovery that I saw from Bandai, if that makes sense. So just know I do have a fair amount of gems, and that doesn't mean that I just want to go out here and like just spend them like however, you know, like you get what I'm saying. Am I a free-to-play player? No, but I don't like go ahead and buy like every single gems. I'll say this: I get my login pack every day when it expires. I'll get like the new login pack, so you know that's 104 gems for 25 days, or 109. I can't remember how many. And then I also, every time the store updates with a new 99-cent gem pack, I buy those. But I'm glad to see you back, Mo. I hope you're doing good, and I hope your first day of TM runs went well. Personally, mine did. I think like I got past where my day one goal is. My day one goal of every treasure map is to get at least 3 million points. I got to 3.4. So yeah, I'm on track for like how I normally want to get through it. I only pull 3 multis in the support part when it's good and good support units recommended. Now that is, I didn't even think about that. I forgot they merged the Kazuna and support banners. Yeah, that actually is good too, because like you said, the support units can have and do have a lot of time way more value than like the Kazuna Legends. So no, I feel you there. Because, like, literally when I was thinking, like, what Kazuna Legends do I really want on my account? And I got Parasparrow for free when they let us pick those characters. I really wanted Parasparrow. So I was glad I got him for free, because I've been wanting him since he came out. So now I'm like, okay, Otama wouldn't be bad to have, but I definitely don't need Otama at all. I don't think anybody needs Otama. But what I really want is Shiryu. He's like head and shoulders above the other Kazuna Legends, like in my opinion. I really want him. For the ones I don't have, by the way. I still think Toki's probably the best Kazuna Legend. But Shiryu, I really want. He's probably a top 5 Kazuna Legend for me. The only main issue with him is if you have Cross Guild, you really don't need Shiryu. It's just, I really want him because I'm a huge fan of the strength, bypass, defense effect, Blackbeard, and I want to, like, work them together and stuff like that. In addition to his, like, phenomenal, like, slasher support like that. I'm a big fan of Shiryu's kit. So it just depends on if he's on there, boosted, if I would pull, but totally like you were saying, totally like you were saying, the support characters have way more value. I see you saying you want support Bonnie and Bartho. I do too. I don't have either of them. I have that support Bartho that they gave us that is really similar to that Film Red Bartho. I hate that Film Red Bartho's support unit because he has such a cool design in that movie. I wish he was like a regular, like rare recruit. Because like, you know, the thing about being a support character, you like never use them. But the Bonnie, I really want also. Like, I think she's, like, a really good character. Wait until September. There will be a Super Sugo Fest for the Kazuna banner. Yeah, I think, like, that's definitely the best thing to do, like you said, because then you get the benefit of the Super Sugo Fest characters plus Kazuna Legends, and it's July right now. Obviously, Robin and Crocodile aren't going to be there on the next banner. Again, they're not characters I feel like I need. I don't think anybody needs them. I just want them because it's Robin and it's Crocodile. But definitely wait until a Super Sugo Fest. I don't see why, even in September, that's only 2 months away, why they wouldn't be on a Super Sugo Fest. You know exactly what I mean, Mo. So it's worth it to wait there, like you're saying, to try and get some Super Sugo Fest characters in addition to, fingers crossed, Robin, Crocodile, and Shiryu. So, because like we were talking yesterday, Kazuna Legends in general, they're just not as valuable as TM Legends. But those two are special in my opinion, just because Robin and Croc have captainship, which we've seen as a very strong mechanic, and Shiryu has the best version, unquestioned, the best version of the Vanish captain action. Like, his is way better than Soba Mask and Queen. His is way better than both of theirs, just because of like the sheer amount of turns that it lasts. Like, you can literally do it on stage 1 and you'll still be vanished by the time you get to the final fight of a Kazuna. I'm glad though that they do have like Super Sugo Fest just in general that do include like these limited legends and stuff like that. So that would be great. Like, or it's great in general they have that, because like you said, it makes it just a lot easier to be able to get like these limited like legends and stuff like that, while having like the value of, hey, there's also Super Sugo Fest characters in here and stuff. They nerfed Prime Queen long ago. Yeah, man, that Dex Queen, it's funny, like the Dex Queen and the Quick King that they nerfed because they like worked wrong or were bugged or whatever it was they said. The same thing with Frankie. Like, remember they nerfed Frankie because they said like, oh, that was unintentional about him having the ability to what was the gimmick that like Frankie had? It was like in Mazoro, you could get past like the damage limiter thingy from the enemies with the Frankie legend, but then they got rid of it later because they said that was unintentional. Yeah, I never got to use Queen before they nerfed him. I got to use King, but I didn't get Queen until after the fact. And then by the time I got him, man, I'm telling you, Mo, I don't think I ever used Queen. Maybe for like a GARP challenge. Like, that's all I can think of is like beating a GARP challenge with like Dex characters. After he was nerfed, he wasn't captain, he was just like a crewmate member on there. But I never got to use Queen before the nerf. I did get to use King though, so that was cool. Because you probably remember this then, Mo. Do you remember before they put time limits on the red posters, you could play like treasure mapper events and get red posters and get legends that were in the shop right then? Like, that was always crazy. And a perfect example of that is like, I believe Douglas Bullet premiered on like for a treasure map. I think that was the event that like he premiered for, and because I remember like his banner being in the shop, and I'm playing a treasure map, and literally the first ticket that I get, whatever point it was back then, because I know they've adjusted the point structure and stuff like that. So the first like red poster I get in that treasure map for reward, I get Bullet in it. So it was really cool that then I was able to immediately just change my treasure map teams and now use the best character for that treasure map. So that was always like really cool back then when they would do that. I know it would be like super rare that you would get like a character right when they came out, but like that for free. But that definitely was peak OPTC. Like, that was clutch. And they, like you said, that hurt Frankie really bad, dude. That like killed Frankie, because like his super evolution isn't bad, but his super evolution was good because he had like that ability. Like, now that he doesn't have that, like, when are you gonna go out your way to use Frankie? You know what I mean? Save for like maybe to like bypass the blow-away, but there's better captains that you could use now to help you bypass that blow-away other than just using Frankie, you know what I mean? Yeah, exactly, dude. Tickets were way OP before they said, like, before they started doing this thing where they started saying, here's what is going to be the available pool of tickets. It just used to be unrestricted, so it was peak, man. Because, yeah, even your limited tickets, like, they would go all the way to whatever was available now in the game. It was like, for those of y'all that are, like, new players or, like, watch or tune in, it would be like if I got a ticket literally today, that ticket would have every legend that was in the game up until, like, when I got that ticket. But if, like, a new legend came out tomorrow and I redeemed that ticket, like, tomorrow, that would be the only legend that's not on there. It's not like now where you have to wait like a month for the end of month character to be added into that batch after their banner's gone. It definitely was like most of it. It was peak OPTC. I mean, I don't know if you remember, Mo, when they had that like bug in the game, which I didn't see this until like afterwards. But they had it to where, like, if you did the friend point pull, it was giving out strength rare recruits and stuff like that. That was, like, super, super, super early in, like, OPTC, that bug. And it was only around for a day, but, like, I saw it, like, it was around for, like, a day or, like, maybe less than a day. Because I remember seeing, like, no joke, not on the Reddit, but on the GameFAQs message board, them saying, like, oh my god, like, if you go into the friend point pool, like right now, you can get like there's strength rare recruits in there, like on accident or stuff like that. And then immediately, like it was just shut down real quick, and then came back up like super fast. It was a fast maintenance because I guess they just had to flip a switch of like what the character pools were. So it was funny. Yeah, they have had like a lot of like different bugs like that. They're just really funny. The funniest one was the one where. The funniest one was the one, like, what, like 2 years ago when we all, like, were just... I was playing the game when it happened. I know a lot of people were playing the game when it happened. And just slowly everything stopped, like, working. And then we all get the message, like, hey, like, you can't get in OPTC because there's no memory left, like, available in the servers or stuff like that. And the game was down for, like... What was it, like 2-3 days while they were, like... setting everyone's accounts back to what it was like an hour or so before like what that happened. It was crazy. Like, I mean that was just ridiculous. It was like said like the game had exceeded like the original intended server space or something. It was wild. Never seen that like ever. I know a lot of people that play like other gacha games are like I've never heard of something like that like happening. So it's very, very, very funny. That's probably like the best bug in like OPTC history because like it's almost like the game went on longer than anybody ever intended, and it's just so funny that like nobody on the current team thought like to check like the original server space intended because it was just going for so long and stuff like that. Oh man, Yeah, I didn't know about that bug either until afterwards. I saw afterward again that bug I saw afterwards on Twitter, and then I saw it like shared on like Reddit and like different stuff like that, Discord. But yeah, for those of y'all don't know, I think this was that for 10th anniversary? That was a big event because I knew that's what they had the banner for. So there was this big event, chat, where it was set up that once you got to like the 10th multi or something like that, if you pulled on it, every poster had a 50% chance of being a red poster. Well, someone... Ifrit Sanji, yeah, so that was 9th Annie was when that was. So it was 9th Annie... And it was only on Sanji, you're right, because it wasn't on Imazoro's part or it's terrible Luffy Yamato part. I don't even remember Luffy Yamato's part because I just skipped it. Yeah, when Ifrit Sanji debuted, it was like the 10th multi. You had a 50% chance of every poster being guaranteed or a 50% chance that every poster in that multi could have been like red. Well, someone like, I don't know how they figured out. I don't know if like it could have been figured out just because like somebody misclicked. Like instead of hitting multi, they could have hit single pull. Like once they got to it, but someone got to 10 and did a single pull, and they got a red poster. And they're like, oh wow, wow, that was kind of lucky. Let me try that again. And they try it again, and they get a red poster. Try it again. That one's not a red poster, but my luck's been pretty good. Let's try it one more time. Oh, what do you know? It's a red poster. So somebody figured out that, like, instead of spending your 50 gems for that multi to get 11 characters and each one has a 50% chance of being red, you could just stay on, like, leave it on the 10th multi. Never do another multi. Just do singles on that one. And every single pull you did had that 50% chance of being red. Like, crazy, crazy, crazy. Like most of that was definitely probably the best bug in terms of, like, what the hell you were getting from it. Because, dude, I remember seeing, like, when that happened, people are posting on Twitter, like, yeah, I, like, max, like, level 150 my, Super Sugo Fest Robin. And, like, stuff like that, because that was, like, the amount of, like, gems they were putting in those single pulls and stuff like that. All the reds they were getting, like, it was a Super Sugo Fest chat, like, so there was really good characters in there. So, yeah, that one was crazy. That was a hell of a bug. I can't remember what they did afterwards, though. I can't remember if they, like... I can't remember what, like, they did, like, if they ran that back, did they take the characters or, like, whatever they did, but I knew there was something they did, or they could have just said, like, because I know there were some bugs in the past like that where they were like, you know what, we messed up and a lot of y'all were able to succeed from that, don't do it again. It was kind of like a little warning thing, like, if there's a bug like that, don't do something like that again. Very god value to spend gems, dude, no joke, like 100% it was a god value, like abso-freaking-lutely it was, because dude, think about that, like that was 9th anniversary. Robin was strong, like super strong, and she still is because of double stack and conditional buffs. Robin was super strong, and she was in that batch with Sanji, like, as, like, a recommended character or whatever. So to get her that early, and she actually does have a good final tab, which I know is few and far between. It's not the best. It's not the, like, the doubling damage one, like, V2 Straw Hats. But it's one that's actually worth a damn, because it multiplies your chain multiplier at the final stage. Anything better is better than base attack boost. So to get Robin 4 to 5 months after her debut to level 150, dude, like, it was clutch, especially considering, like, you had Gear 5, Ifrit Sanji, Inma Zoro. They were dropping all these Straw Hats, even the Nami that came out with her, that was Free Spirit focused. Dude, like you said, every Super Boss team, like, Robin was on for a long time. Like, she was clutch. She was on every Super Boss team for a long time because Gear 5 was just that damn strong. Especially, like, that chat, like, we were really running, like, the Super Evolved Gear 5. I know now you run, like, the non-Super Evolved Gear 5 mainly for the revive and the bypass defensive effects. But Robin being, like, quick, Sanji being Dex, Luffy being Sai, and you need one of every color, you're only missing, like, 2 there. So it was, Robin used to be, like, really strong, chat. Like, she still definitely, like, gets, like, love today. Like, she is still, like, a good character to throw on teams, like, really, really, really useful on Cerebral teams. I think she got a huge buff later on when they added the Sabo from that, like, Ace Sabo Luffy, like, celebration. because that Anniversary Sabo is one of the best Anniversary characters. He's also quick and cerebral. He benefits from having a Robin on the team. So she did get like kind of like a buff later on, which I've always been a big, huge fan of. Like, I love, like, we're releasing a character that buffs like an older legend or Super Suka Fest legend. Not even like, don't even have to be like old, like ancient, but like a prior one, like one that's nowhere near like new batches. A great example of a random one of that is Kazuna Reiju. I was really excited to get her for free because I've been wanting her, and she's a huge buff to Ifrit Sanji. And like, when was the last time Ifrit Sanji got a buff? So that's like really cool. Just like really fun to see, like when they do stuff like that, to go back and enhance like these older characters, to like to say like, hey, this character isn't the strongest, but they're not like useless. All they need is just a little bit more support, and they can get like some more like love and appreciation like that. So that's what I was talking about yesterday. I think it'd be really cool if, following that Zoro enemy batch, if we get eventually a Sanji enemy batch. I think that'd be really cool to buff, to give us a new Bond Clay, first time Cavendish, and maybe a Queen, maybe the Gurma brothers. I'm trying to think of like what other Sanji enemies would be like a good legend, but stuff like that, like I think would be really cool. And then we get a Super Evolve of Sanji, like how we had the Super Evolve of that paywalled Super Evolution of Zoro. Which, nobody likes the paywalled legends. I don't like the paywalled legends. Like, there's nothing to like about them, because it's just egregious that they're gone for like 6 months until we can get skulls for them. But I will concede that, like, I do like the waifu units, since they were paywalled, and the Zoro that's paywalled. I do like that they're side evolutions, so I do think that's pretty cool though. Halloween Perona was the same way. She's a side evolution, since she like class changes and stuff like that. But like paywall, and like it was V2 Vivi Rebecca. I think it was V2 that was paywalled. Like that was a terrible legend to paywall, because like they were like nothing. It wasn't even a side evolution. Not that any legend, like I said, I'm not gonna like sit here and tell Bandai like, no, they're in the right by paywall on some of these super evolutions. They're not at all. They never are. But at a minimum, like making a side evolution at least makes them like different. Like Memories of Straw Hat Luffy, like yeah, he's worse than Super Tandem Luffy in a lot of ways, but again, at least he's a side evolution. Like I'll give him the like a little slack there. Like at least the character is like different. But paywall like Dofi, Superclass Dofi, and V2 Vivi and Rebecca, those characters are like those are. That they shouldn't have been paywalled. That's all I'm gonna say. None should, but like they really shouldn't. If you're not even gonna like do a side evolution, like that's just an insult to like the players. You know what I mean? Funny enough. All right, we'll go ahead and we'll get this knocked out. I'm wondering what the end of the month batch is gonna be. Because I'm wondering if it's going to be like a part 2, like end of summer batch. Because like we had the summer batch with like the bikini waifu characters. So I wonder if there's going to be like a second like summer batch, like with festival clothing, or if we're just going to move on to something else. So it'll be interesting to see whatever they decide to like do here. I wouldn't mind like festival characters, but it'd be cool if it was like some festival like male characters, like you know, like male characters in like Yukata or something like that, like just to like switch it up or something. I think that would be kind of cool, since this was just a whole waifu batch. But we'll have to see. They could just go completely like left field and like do something else. Because I definitely was actually kind of blindsided to see that it was Baroque Works, Crocodile, and Robin as the Kazuna Legend. I was pleasantly surprised when I saw that. Alright, we need to stall just a little bit here, so we'll tap with the sword character, because we know they're not gonna like KO the turtles. It's probably even talking with Roger, like he'll probably KO the turtles and stuff like that. Oh, I can like I can go now. I don't need to stall anymore. Alright, so Kaido here. I like the art for this Kaido for it just to be a rare recruit, because like they did good drawing like young Kaido there. But the sprite work to me for that Kaido is just a little off, because like he does look like obviously he's dressed like how he was in that flashback, but he looks the sprite itself, he looks a little too much like he does in like Wano. Like he looks too much like adult Kaido and stuff like that. So I think like the sprite work needed a little tweak. The artwork is great, but the sprite's just a little, he doesn't look as young as he was there. I'll just say that. Alright, we'll go ahead, we'll launch this stuff here. Is that only Striker resistance down? Yes, for some reason I thought it's like Striker and Powerhouse resistance down. I know Kaido gets that from the Simla slot, but I thought their EX also did Powerhouse down. That's interesting. I mean, it makes sense that it's at least like that's only Striker, because they are like, you want to mainly just take a Striker team with them if you want like the full buffs. You don't have to get up, I'm just petting you. And you're getting up. Alright, so there we go. We finished Super Bonus Map where that got us to 4.3. So again, like I said, my goal for the end of today, not like the end of the stream, like the end of today, like when I like go to bed and stuff, is at a minimum like 6.5 million points. So not too bad right now. We're definitely like cooking. Hello. Oh, we got a lot of nav charts, and then that one actually worked too on the super bonus map, like I was hoping for. So actually, when we go back, I gotta see what level we're on, because I was not paying attention there. What you doing, Haley? Don't bite that leaf. Don't bite that monster leaf. It's a very, very, very good cat, chat. So I did end up having hot dog yesterday for dinner for that National Hot Dog Day. It was very good. I made some pasta salad with it too. Nice, another navigation level increase. Let's go. Yeah, we really got to see like what level we're on now. Let's go this way. I just want to make sure I like to get the points, because I know the other way was like a gold chest, but I'd rather just go ahead and get the points right now, just to make sure like I don't have to like do the TM like tomorrow night or like Saturday, stuff like that. just so I can enjoy like my weekend doing like whatever stuff I want to do and stuff. But also, chat, I wanted to say, don't know if you guys saw the premiere of the new core of Dr. Stone. It was very, very, very good. I'm really excited to see where this season's going to go and stuff like that, because it's just really, really exciting. I know there's only 24 episodes left. There's a 12 for this core, and then 12 for the next core is the finale. But I'm really excited to see where this is going to go, because it's just a lot of fun. Like, that episode was just great. Like, it was so cool getting to see Senku and like Dr. Zeno just working together. But then to see Senku and Dr. Zeno working together with Chrome, like, man, come on, that was awesome. Like, that was so cool. Has me like really excited for the season. Like, I think it's just gonna be awesome. And it was a really, really good OP. The OP and the ED, they were both great, but that OP specifically was really good because if you're an anime fan, you know, like, the openings, they can spoil like stuff, like what characters are going to be fighting, or you can get a first glimpse at like new characters, stuff like that. But that OP was really good because it barely showed. I mean, it showed maybe one new character, two at most, for like a second. It really just kind of showed like, hey, here's all the characters that you already know and like love, and like who you can expect to see here and stuff like that. So I actually really appreciated that. The ambiguity in it not like really exposing anything of what we're going to see like that. But I thought that was really cool. I really appreciate that. Don't know if that was intentional by the team or whatever, since it's this close to the end. Maybe they don't want to preview too much, but it was very cool. Like, I like that they did that. It was a great episode though. I loved it. I'm very excited to see the next episode tomorrow. I know they come out today, but like I said, I watch them every Friday, because when Dr. Stone debuted way back, I remember it in Fire Force debuted the same day on a Friday. So I've just gotten the habit of just watching Dr. Stone's new episodes on Friday. And I really hope that, like, since Fire Force is returning for its final core of its final season in January, so for winter, that then Dr. Stone is running right now for summer. It should skip fall and then come back in winter based off of how Dr. Stone's been in the past and stuff like that. So it'll be very cool and very poetic to have Dr. Stone and Fire Force end in the same season when they start in the same season. I think that would be really cool. Because I'm sure I'm not the only one that, like, kind of groups those characters together just because of, like, them always having that, like, tie together like that. Obviously, subject matter, they're totally different, but they are both shonen, and like grouping them together from the anime to the premiere in the same day, I'm sure other people also do that. I'm excited too that they announced yesterday that Golden Kamuy, its final season, is going to be returning in January, but also that it's going to have a 2-part prelude like movie, the Sapporo like beer arc, I believe it said, in October in Japan. And also in October, that's when the Golden Kamuy, the new OVA comes out, that special episode. So a lot of cool stuff happening with Golden Kamuy. I just hope that there's no issues with getting the film over here in America, because I would really love to see the 2 parts of it over here. But I don't want to get like, well, I won't get into politics or anything like that, but I'm just going to say, just speaking honestly, like the tariff situation makes it very hard for foreign films moving forward to come over here. So I'm really hoping it doesn't impact the Lupin the Third film that just came out in Japan, or these two Golden Kamuy films, because I would really love to see all of them in theaters. Like, obviously, I know Demon Slayer's still coming out, and JJK just came out. But I would really, really, really like. I'm dying to see like this Lupin the Third movie in theaters. If Golden Kamuy, if I had to pick one not to come out over here, I guess it'd be Golden Kamuy, because I can just, they'll probably get it uploaded to Crunchyroll before the season starts, so I can watch them anyway. But I gotta see this Lupin the Third movie in theaters. And to anyone who's even slightly interested in Lupin the Third, or slightly interested in like thief stuff, or like just kind of like a retro anime feel, or just even something that's like, just being honest, more of like a seeing more like an adult like anime or stuff like that, definitely check out this version of Lupin the Third. It starts with a woman called Fujiko Mine, or a woman named Fujiko Mine. I can't fully remember the name. And then it goes from there. It's a special, like, it's its own separate timeline from the others. And you'll know it is because it'll be Lupin the, like, and it's in Roman numerals, so it'll be IIRD timeline. It's really cool. It starts with the Fujiko Mine anime. And then there's like films about the other members of the Lupin gang. And they just before this movie that's coming out, that's the newest part of it, they released a little like prequel movie to it that is focused on Zenigata. So it's like he also got his own little like headlining moment in the series here. So it's really cool. Very. It's interesting to say. If you've seen other Lupin the Third stuff, it's totally different. Yeah, I would say it's like rated R version of it. But it's cool to focus on the other characters for the different stuff is really cool. Obviously, like, Lupin's still there, but the focus of the series being on, like, Fujiko, and then the movie about Goemon, the movie about Jigen, that short about, like, Zenigata. Just, well, it's not a short, but I mean, like, short film about Zenigata. It's just really cool stuff. Has me extremely excited to see the movie when it comes out over here. I haven't looked up anything about it once it got past release date, because I don't want to know any spoilers or anything like that. I'm just really excited. I do need to check to see like how well it did in the box office in Japan, though. That I do need to check, so I don't see, like, there shouldn't be any spoilers in that. But I know the more successful it does in Japan, that definitely does add to it, making it more and more possible for it to come out over here, I think. So, I mean, that would just be like logical to me. So, we'll see. Stussy buffs the Orban attack, right? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay. That's what I was thinking. So that's why we want to do use Hina first. Alright, we'll load up the next fight, and while it's loading, I gotta get some more water again. My throat is getting super dry. Alright, we're switching over, grabbing the Rocks Pirate. Oh, so good. After we clear this, we can see what nav level we're on. Alright, cool. Let's jump back in now. What you doing, Haley? I saw you running around. Were you playing? I don't know if you were playing or what you were doing, but I did see you running around. Alright, Kaido. Rock. Thank you. Thank you for that, Haley. You got like a little like high five or whatever that was. I just realized, chat, that wow, okay, so yeah, we're never gonna have to switch teams here for this. I just realized, chat, that that's not a debuff inflicted on you. That's the enemy inflicting a buff on them of reduce damage from certain slots, so that for 3 turns on the prior stage, after we clear the stage, like, we're gone, like, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. That doesn't carry with us. I just realized that. So you see up there, like, Nami doesn't have that anymore. So yeah, we don't need, like, to ever switch to that team that had Marco and Nami instead. Because, the sword unit giving us, I mean, not sword unit, Rock's Pirate's giving us these tandem slots over here, like, doesn't, like, matter because she doesn't take, like, reduced damage from tandem slots. So yeah, we're never gonna have to, like, change teams, stuff like that. That's sick. But I really actually like that a lot. Well, like I said, that alternate team's there if for whatever reason you don't have Exchange Ace or the sword unit. There's that option for you. Really, really, really cool. Oh, I see our NAB level is up to 43 now. Nice. Okay, good, 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 good. Love that, because that means, you know, we're just going to keep getting, like, more and more points. That's what we were talking about, like, yesterday, Mo, is when you're using a TM planner, it doesn't factor in, like, NAB level skips or landing on the, your, like, TM point plant there at the end or even passing and stuff. So it said, like, approximately 50 runs, assuming, like, I don't land on any of that stuff, which it's like, you know, you can't just not bypass that stuff, so. Even though it said, like, 50 runs, we're up to, like, level 43 right now, so you know what I mean? Like, it's going to be way less than 50 runs because we're getting way more points. Alright, 5 will go this way. Try and get this stamina refill after Carrot. Hello, Haley. Oh, I see you smiling. I see you smiling. I see you smiling. Having a good day, chat. At least she's smiling. She don't look upset right now, because almost, or not almost, it's under 2 hours until their dinner time, so she could just as easily, like, flip like that and just go from smiling to just staring at you like, when are you gonna put the food down? I'm glad she's in a good mood right now. I'm glad she's in a good mood right now. Alright, now we'll do Atlas. And Kobe again. Yeah, you definitely need to be brushed again because I see your hair like flying up, or your fur flying up. Here, can you come lay back down here? Go wherever you want. We're 4 away from the salmon refill, so can't use one of those. Well, now we can. Oh, actually, yeah, I forgot we had the increase there, so. No treasure bird this time. So 2. We'll just go this way. Just get to the boss faster. Just because that was a small, like, TM points, like, spot. Alright, we'll get through this one. You're smooth sailing right now, chat. Like, we are cooking. Well, I say that, but damn, I couldn't hit it like a perfect to like get past the stage. Funny enough. I hear you. What are you doing back here? You want to lay down here? Like how you were? Good girl. Good girl, you can lay back down. Yeah, I can definitely tell from her body language that she's having a very, very, very good day. I got a slight headache, but that's definitely to be expected from what I had going on this week. You plan on laying down, or no? You're not planning on laying down? Alright, let's keep going here. Almost accidentally used that like one space like to travel there, but I forgot that was just the TM plant thing. That wasn't that's not stamina refill. Obviously I want to keep those for the refills. Good girl. Good girl. No, we don't bite. We don't bite. I don't know if y'all saw the announcement, chat. They said like they were gonna do a US printing in August of, I believe it was Young magazine, the manga magazine. And I absolutely hope. Well, it said they were doing a US release of it. I couldn't tell if it was like physical or digital only. I'm hoping they're doing a physical release. I'm definitely going to go to the bookstore the day it comes out to try and get a copy of it, because we have a pretty big bookstore at the mall near us. Because I definitely want to get a copy of it, because it had in it a printing. It's going to have in it a printing of the newest manga in the Initial D series. So it's like Subaru and Subaru. It's the newest series that would take place after MF Ghost, and it is like canon in Initial D. So I'm really excited about that. So it's cool, like, to have like the premiere of that, but also it had cool stuff in there. Like it was gonna have like a Ghost in the Shell poster and like all this different stuff like that. The cover was drawn from like Ghost in the Shell's creator. So I really want to pick up like a copy of it. I think that would be like just really cool that they're doing a US printing in general. I don't know if it's going to be a one-time thing or if it's going to be like monthly, bi-monthly, but either way, like, I definitely want to at least grab the first copy of it, because it's really cool that I'm thinking it's maybe going to be a one-time thing, because it said like one-shots were going to be in there and like premiering stuff, so we'll see. It's not like they're just translating in English like the newest issue that's over there, so it's not just going to jump in like random chapters of stuff. But I definitely want it for the fact that it has the first chapter of Subaru and Subaru, and also like the cool like Ghost in the Shell, like I think it was like poster and stuff like that. Just all the different stuff that was in there, I definitely want to check out. It was going to have like 20 different like stories in there. I think there might all be one shots except that first chapter of Subaru and Subaru, unless like I misunderstood the announcement about that coming out and that's just a one shot in the Initial D universe. I thought it said it was a new series, so I may be like wrong about that, because I know the MF Ghost manga has like ended, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna go like to the bookstore August 21st and try like pick up a copy of it. You gonna lay back down? Seems like you want to. Okay, good girl. I'll stop petting you if you want to lay down. Because she's also like, if you pet her and stuff, sometimes she'll never lay down. So if she wants to lay down, I'll let her then. Yeah, you can see up there that was like applied to Vivi, and then bam, it's just gone. So cool. So we don't have to worry about the slot issues and stuff like that. I really thought that was inflicted to us and not just like something the enemy got. So I'll take that, because I'm enjoying using this team. Like I said, it's really cool getting to use the sword unit as like intended. To have that 90% reduction of threshold like actually work and make it 0. It's really cool. Man, we are like getting through these like TM runs like pretty quick, I feel like. And we're coming up on 5 million points, which is clutch. Like I'm super excited about that, because obviously like I don't want to, and I wouldn't play TM like tomorrow night at all anyway, just because like every Friday night that's kind of like a night to myself to play video games that I don't stream. Just because like I do love streaming, I do love sharing like different games and stuff like that with all you guys. But there are certain games that like I would want to play by myself just to go at like my own pace, you know, not be like talking or anything like that, just really like engrossed and like put myself like into the game and stuff like that. The perfect example of that is I would never stream me playing like a SMT game, just in general, save for like Ultimax, but I'm playing that as like a fighting game, not like whenever I play Ultimax's story, I wouldn't stream that, like just so like I can just really like engross myself in SMT's story and stuff like that. So because of that, and that is what I'm doing. Like, actually right now I am currently playing an SMT game, so I want to be able to have as much time to play that tomorrow night. Just not, I won't be doing treasure map. I actually think I'm getting close to the end of the SMT game I'm playing. Also very close to the end of let me swap that since I finished that water. Let me grab my other water just within arm's reach. I'm also very close to finishing Strange Journey Redux, which once I finish it, that means I'll have completed all 8 SMT 3DS games, so I'm really excited about that. It was obviously like really exciting to get all 4 of them, or all 8 of them, in my collection, but to not just own all 8 of them, but have beat all 8 of them is going to be really exciting. So once I finish Strange Journey Redux, that's going to be really, really exciting to say I beat all 8 SMT 3DS games. And then from there on my 3DS, I'm going to go into Pokemon X. I'm really excited about that, because I've never played it, so I think that'll be a lot of fun. Alright, let's go ahead and trigger the Super type. Whitebeard first, just for the tiny bit of damage onto Reiju here. So it's like basically minuscule by this point, but why not? Why not add that in there? Yeah, we're still like annihilating these enemies and stuff like that. I don't foresee us having to make any changes to our teams at all. Which is just very funny because, like, obviously, like, Yamato, Ace, and Uta, yes, they do have lower multipliers, but they're doing the shit in this. Alright, conditional buff, and then some color affinity, territory. What is this again? The one right there. Well, I can't highlight it, but class advantageous buff. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. And the multiplicative buff, mad damage. Jesus, that one tap there. I didn't even see if it was a perfect. It got us to a 6.68 multiplier just on that one hit from Whitebeard. So yeah, damage is nothing to worry about. Which, like I said, I wasn't worried about damage anyway because of how many like buffs we were stacking on our side. More than enough damage. Don't worry. That's exactly what I was thinking. Like, even though like they are lower multipliers today, the stacking of so many buffs, like, dude, it's ridiculous. once they added with that Sabo class advantageous buff, that's actually a really strong buff. I like the pivot, the change that they made, Mo, of adding like enemies having a weakened class. I think that was a pretty cool change, like a really really like fun change that they did here like recently in Treasure Cruise, because it's like now instead of just team building for a, you know, like, oh, I'm gonna run like a strength team because it's a dex boss. Now it's like, wait, I want to run like a strength slasher team because it's a dex boss but it's weak to slasher class. Really 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 cool. I like that a lot. I think that's a fun like addition they made to the game. I'm good. Just throw this out here. If it wins, if it don't, oh well, no biggie. Hey, another stamina refill. I will take it. And that was 100% stamina refill right when we were at 102. I'll freaking take that, chat. I'll take it because that's a big stack over here. I'll take the big stack. Nice. Cool, cool, cool. Just need to hit my knuckle there. I remember since it's Thursday to check to see if anything, any new music comes out this week at like midnight for like anything that I like. I need Apple Music to get Chris Travis's like newest album re-uploaded. I don't know why it got removed. I hadn't got to like listen to it like really a lot. Like I only listened to like probably like half of it by the time I got removed from Apple Music. I think it's still on everything else. So hopefully it's just like a little lapse or something. They'll get it like re-added. I still haven't finished listening to Jack Boys 2. I'm listening to it so slowly because I know like it's not just me. I know it's other like Travis fans and stuff like just not really enjoying it. You know what I mean? Save for like, from what I've heard so far, the song with Future is really like the only one that I really like. Because there's other ones on there that I thought were good, but they were just ruined by like the ad-libs and the mixing on the ad-libs. Like the song with Waka Flocka and the song with 21 Savage, the ad-libs are just so like loud that they just overpower the beat and the verses, that they're just, it does ruin those songs. So, but the song with Future I really really like, and I'm sure a big part of that is because Future's on it. Because I'm wondering, like, if he wasn't on this song, how much would I really like it? I do like those produced by Filthy, though, because, like Filthy as a producer. Yeah, it's hard for me to remove, like, Future from the song to try and think, like, if he wasn't on this, how much would I like this song? It's funny, like the song with Saw Baby I was really excited about, but the beat was just really freaking bad. Like I hated that beat, didn't like that song. The song with Kodak, the first half of the song, I really hate. That beat is really bad. I really don't think Travis did good on the first half of the song. Once the beat changed, it's great, but unfortunately it's on the back half of the song, so it's like I'm not going to put this in a playlist, because like if it was on the front half of the song, I could put it in a playlist, and then when the song changes to the part I don't like, I could just skip it. Unfortunately, you can't just skip the first part of the song and jump to where the part that you like, you know what I mean? So I only got like a few more songs on it to listen to, but it's looking like possibly the only song that I might end up in my playlist is the one with Future. Oh well, I realized I did hear a snippet of the one with NBA YoungBoy, and it did sound good. I had to hear the whole song to see like how it sounds, but those two might be the only two to make it into my playlist. I'll see. It's just I was way less than impressed with Jack Boys 2 so far, to say the least. To the point that like I don't even think like I'm gonna go look up to see like whenever they come out on like the physical releases. I don't even think I care enough to go see like Travis's songs on the deluxe versions. Just because I was just so less impressed with the rest of the albums, like, or the rest of the album itself, I'm like, I don't think I care about hearing the bonus track. Like Travis or otherwise, like, I think I'm good. It does suck though, and I was talking about this on like Twitter. It does suck though, whatever fallout or thing that happened between Travis and Luxury Tax happened, because he's definitely missing from the album. I know it's funny to say like when he only had like ever done 2 things with Cactus Jack. He had the one song come out in October and he had the one verse on Gang Gang, but he should have definitely like been on more stuff in general. But I would have much rather had him on Jack Boys 2 than like than Sofago and Wale, definitely. So that kind of sucks, honestly. Alright, we're doing Pop Carrot here. Actually, what day is it? 17th. Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't know what that noise is, Haley. I hear it. Oh, that's what that noise is. It just randomly just started raining outside, and that's what that is. It's okay. I don't think it's gonna storm. She's really scared of like thunderstorms, like I said before, chat. It's okay. I just think it's just rain and it's just windy. I don't think it's gonna storm. It's okay. You can jump down if you want, if you're feeling like nervous. It's okay. That was a car door. That wasn't thunder. It's okay. Do whatever you want. But there's nothing to be scared of. I'm right here. Yeah, she really doesn't like storms at all, chat. She gets really scared of them. That's why the chair you see in the background over here, I had to during the 4th of July. I had to like drape a blanket like over the chair across like the armrest of the couch and stuff, so she could have somewhere to hide like also during like 4th of July. She doesn't like the fireworks either, obviously. You know, most pets don't. Which I do like that they're starting to transition more into doing like those drone shows and stuff like that, because like they do fireworks shows, and you can, you know, catch like about anything on TV today. So you can like catch fireworks shows on TV, and I did see some that were on there if you want to see them. But so that way they don't have to be in like neighborhoods to like disturb like the pets and, you know, like veterans, stuff like that. Even people like me that have like that are like autistic and stuff like that. The fireworks, they don't like bother me, but obviously like autism's like a spectrum, so I know like other people in the community like they can easily be affected by like how loud like fireworks are and stuff like that, and it can like overstimulate them or stuff like that. Like thankfully like they don't bother me like that, but it does make me concerned for obviously like my animals and stuff like that. The good thing is though, I am happy that it's not the boy that is scared of fireworks. He's really brave. He does not bother by thunderstorms or anything like that, because male cats they'll have like urinary problems more than like female cats will, and they can get urinary problems from like being like stressed and stuff like that. So obviously like I don't want her to be under any stress or anything, but it would just be like worse for him to be under any kind of stress, is what I'm trying to say. But thankfully he's a brave guy. Alright, we'll jump in here while this is loading. I gotta grab some more like water real quick. Grab this one here. Better. Timer's a little bit lower. Not that it matters. We'll definitely be cutting the game off and cutting it back on before 15 hours. Oh, it's okay. Give me 1 second, chat. Yeah, she's starting to get scared. She just growled. I don't know if you guys heard it. I'm gonna go set her up in the bedroom so she can hide, and I'll be right back. Alright chat, I am back. Sorry about that. Had to get her set up in the other room. Which was, like I said, since it started, just having a small little storm, little showers just out of nowhere. Now little guy's in here though. You can come over here if you want. Come on. Alrighty. Come on, you can jump up here. You can even sit on my lap if you want. Do whatever's comfy, bub. Hey, here, you want to sit on Dad's lap? Yeah. Good boy, good little guy. Good boy. Yeah, go wherever you want, buddy. Your sister got scared. You got something on your head. Oh, thank you, bud. Thank you. I love you too. Oh, you don't like to smell that cough drop? Alright, don't fall. Hey, don't act like your sister. Don't go over there and bite that plant. Come on back this way. Come on back this way so you don't bite that plant. Good boy. Good boy. You can sit on down on my lap if you want. You hear that bird? Yeah, you don't like the smell of that cough drop. It's alright. We'll be gone a little bit. He's trying to look, see where that bird is, Chad. He's right there in the tree. I don't know if he's sitting in the tree or he's sitting in the bird feeder. You're gonna have to wait till tomorrow to get some more feed though. If it's like storming and raining, I'm not gonna go out there and put bird seed out there. It's gonna get blown off. Watch your leg, bud. Got your little back foot in my hip. Here, let me fix the blanket. There you go. There you go. Gotta keep a blanket on our lap just cause I love that. That way if they want to come around. Watch your little nails, watch your little nails. You need them trimmed. Good, took out ulti. Hey bud. Hey buddy. Yeah, I see you're happy. I see you're happy. He's happy, but at the same time he's like confused because he don't want to rub his like face against mine or stuff like that because of he smells a cough drop like he normally does, but he doesn't want to do it because of him smelling that. Nice. Speed us up a little bit there. Man, we didn't get that for that stamina refill from there. I hear that dog. I hear him, buddy. 2 away. Now we went past it, but we can land on our thing. I think I'm gonna do that for the points. Good little chunk of points. Now we're at 5.4. Nice. So yeah, chat, we're definitely gonna be at 6.5 before the end of the night, to say the least. Nice. So we're clearing this one fast. So we took out 3 enemies from the slingshots alone. So we can get to that next nav level fast. Again, you sacrifice points by doing that, but the way I look at it is it gets me to the next nav level quicker, so I'd rather just do it anyway. I don't think there's a wrong choice there. Whatever your philosophy is, whether you use the slingshots, guns, cannons, or you don't, and instead just get the points by fighting the bosses, but it's up to you. I think no one's in the wrong. I just think it's a preference thing. Hey buddy, nice seeing you. Yeah, it definitely looks like it was like a little quick storm that just came, a quick summer storm, because it's clearing up like really fast out there. It's starting to get like sunny. I'm sure y'all see like the light against the wall there changing. Yeah, that fuzzy's still there from like one of the cat's blankets I'm eating. Alright, go ahead and pop this. Glad I had the air cut off. I was starting to get I'm starting to get a little cold, chat. Thank God it cut off. I use slingshot every time. It makes you run faster. Mini bosses I don't play high boosted. I play wave clear and speed teams. Yeah, it's just like it doesn't really affect anyway. Yeah, especially like if you're not using like high boosters and stuff like that, it's like you're there for speed anyway. Like if you're just trying to get through it, like why not? The only problem is, like I said, they need to proc. Yeah, exactly. Like it was funny that we got the two 80% ones in a row, and then a 30% one. Actually, all three of them worked. I was thinking a 30% one. I'm like, this probably not gonna work. I don't have like high hopes for it. You know what I mean? So it was actually like really cool that they all worked. I'm still happy about like all the luck that we got with the nav charts, because like yeah, the 80% ones again, like that's great that they went. There's a 1 in 5 chance that they won't, but it was great that they did. But we got a couple 30% nav charts there to work, so I'm shit, I'll take it. Anything to help us like you know, get to those higher levels. They nerfed Slingshot and other cards for free-to-play player or players who don't pull. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Because they're so adamant about, like, you want to get this badge. Like, it's so funny how, like, they build these, it's so funny how, like, when a new TM or Kazuna comes out and you're, like, reading what the new legend does and stuff like that, and you can immediately say, like, okay, I see where like the gimmicks are going to be going for this event. Like you can kind of get an idea, and especially if you've been playing for like a long time and stuff. It's funny, like when they announce a new character, it can kind of have the opposite effect on like players like us, you know, that's been playing for like a long time. Because you'll like read the effect like this character does, and you'll be like, you know who would be good for this? This other character from like 2 or 3 years ago. Like, yeah, this somewhere in there. So it's funny, like, as much as I love the TM Buggy, and I did try and get him when he came out, immediately, like, it's so funny, like, how much of a buff he is to the Strength Blackbeard. You didn't need Buggy at all. Running Blackbeard just completely cleared, like, that content, like, perfectly. So it was just funny, like, you're looking at like, oh man, yeah, this character's a real good like buff for them, but also as you're looking at it and thinking about like what the TM's gonna be, you're like, this character's actually can probably just handle that TM themselves. Go ahead and like knock out mini boss fight there. Yeah, I think, I'll tell you what else I feel like they nerfed, like you said, like them nerfing like the Slingshot and other cards. The ones they definitely nerfed is the CCAT charts. Because, dude, like, the chances of getting a CCAT chart is so low. Because it's just free points, like, that's all it is, it's guaranteed free points. So I can get why it's so rare to get. But it's like, extremely rare. Like you get a C-Cat chart, so they or a C-Cat card. So yeah, they really nerfed like the drop rate on that one. Cause it's like when you get it, like you do get a lot of like just free points, like easily. But they definitely nerfed that one. At least in terms of like drop rate and stuff like that. What's up, Austin? You hear something? It totally stopped like raining out there, so I'm glad about that for Haley. I'm not gonna let her out right now because I know like she's still like for a little bit after like a storm or anything like that, she's a little antsy because like it could come back anytime. Like I'm sure it's how she's thinking and stuff like that. Even though well, it didn't look like it was gonna storm earlier, and it just started for that like 15-ish minutes, so it could just come out of nowhere again. So I guess I don't blame her for thinking that. But she's fine. She's in there with her mama while B's working and stuff like that. Alright, let's go ahead and grab Uta again. Man, I love Uta. Yeah, ever since she was released, I've always been a huge fan of Uta, and it's just so cool and so clutch getting to use her in like this event. Like this perfectly, like the great buffs for like the multiple stages, but also like getting to use both aspects of her utility. Like, man, I just love this character. Anytime I get the chance to give Uta some shine, I always will. Again, big part of it, like I said, like I love cerebral units. Hell yeah, Uta's OP. Like she's a beast. I always say Carrot is the best age legend in OPTC, but Uta's up there, man. Like she just so consistently sees play. Like she's so nasty. Well, this one and the quick one, the driven Uta, I can't tell you the last time I used her, dude. The driven Uta, I can honestly say, I can't even venture to think the last time I used her ever. Other than like PvP early. But, cause I haven't used her in PvP in forever also. But this one in the quick Uta, clutch, man. Sadly, her badge, oh yeah. The film red structure. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, that's the only knock against Uta. Definitely is when her batch came out. Starting the film red structure was it was terrible. It wasn't. Yeah, that's the truth. Cause that was definitely really disappointing on 11th anniversary that they went with film red structure. I hated that. Especially after what we got on 10th anniversary. How great 10th annual was structured. To go back to film red for 11th anniversary was just awful. Awful. Yeah, I guess like to the Uta haters that are out there, because there are people that are anti-Uta. Maybe that's where all the hate comes from the Uta haters. Maybe it's because of the film red structure. That's the only reason. I would say that's the only reason I could give like the people that are anti-Uta any kind of like understanding. Now that you bring that to my attention, is if it's because of that, then I would understand. Yeah, me too. I agree with you 100%. Like, I agree with you 1,000%. Like there, I hate they use the structure. I don't like how how they use it and stuff like that. The way like 10th anniversary set up again was like it was such a good like way that it was set up. If you pulled on the first part, if you chose to pull on the first part, you were guaranteed to get one of those new units. Then you could use all of them were on part one, but you were guaranteed to get that one if you went all the way. So then from there, like say like if you did it and like you went all the way and you're like, okay, so I picked up like Ace along the way and I got Luffy, so I didn't get Roger and I didn't get Shanks. Okay, so now I know that I can pull on specifically like Roger and Shanks's parts to try and get them. Like that was a great structure, and all that was available like the same day, like, or if not the same day, even if like part 2, 3, etc., etc. Even if that came out like the next day and the day after. What I mean is like we didn't have to wait like 2 weeks for the next event part. You know what I mean? Like I'm totally with you. I really hate when they do the film red structure, and I 100% agree with you. I hate when they do it in a way where part ones recently of these like Super Sugo Fest, it'll be like just for example, like when Rocks and Rogers debuted, it'll be like part 2 you get Rocks Pirates, part 3 you get Roger Pirates, but on part 1 they're both there, but if you go to part 30 you only get a chance of like this super limited like pool of like characters, like 4 or 5 characters. So you could get Rocks and Roger, but you could also get 3 of these other like one of these 3 other Super Sugo Fest characters. Like that sucks. Like imagine going 30 pulls and you got like none of the new units, and on your 30th one you only have like a 50% chance or a 40% chance of getting one of these 2 new characters. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, that really sucks. Like, I totally agree with you there, Mo. Like, not having a guaranteed, like, just literally one of the 2 new characters, like, or if it's another event, like 3 characters, like, it's stupid. They shouldn't do that, like, at all. And they need to absolutely retire the film red structure. I totally agree with both those. Go ahead and cook this stage. I see you, bub. I see you, bub. What's up, buddy? Hey, you want to lay back down? Well, you never really did get settled down, like, to lay down. I know you went up there because you started hearing something. I don't know if it was a bird or what, but... Let's watch the nails. Let's watch the nails. Let's watch the nails. You're gonna, like, hurt me. I'm gonna have to put you beside me. You're gonna be, like, doing your nails like that. Let's watch the nails. Let's watch the nails, buddy. But you gotta work with me, buddy. You gotta work with me. Let's not scratch data. Let's not scratch data. Yeah, we're gonna get these trimmed today. So you'll stop hurting me. And stop hurting your mom too. It's crazy, like I saw a cat hair on my phone there. That's why I was like blowing to like get like off my phone. And it wasn't his, it was Haley's. Which is funny because like she hasn't been up here for like a while now, but yeah, she definitely needs to be brushed. She needs to brush, and I need to vacuum. I'll probably get that done probably tomorrow. Don't foresee me doing it today, just because it's already late afternoon. Trying to be considerate of like neighbors in my apartment. I'm not just gonna start vacuuming like right around like, you know, late afternoon, like dinner time. It's not what people want to hear when they get home from work. You know what I mean? Not wouldn't be what I wanted to hear. It's like, you know, just coming in and stuff like that, or like sitting down to dinner, and like now I'm just hearing my neighbor like very loudly like vacuum. All right, I'm gonna have to put you beside me because you're really, 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 really hurting my leg, bud. All right, yeah, let's get up. Let's sit right here beside me. Sorry, that's a good boy. Yeah, that's alright. See, look, you can still sit beside me. We can still, like, hang out and stuff. You're just hurting me. You're just hurting me. No, 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 no. Let's not, no. You were hurting me, buddy. You can lay right there beside me. We go through this all the time with your nails and stuff. You need to lay down. You can sit on my lap like later, because we'll get your nails trimmed. We're just not going to do it right this second. That blanket. And that's me under the blanket. He's like sticking his head under the blanket there, and he almost like bit me in the foot, trying to see what it was. I'll give you the chance to, like, if you'll lay down and stuff. You just gotta stop like kneading. That's what's hurting me. Yeah, if you lay down, like if you tuck your paws in and stuff like that, there you go. That's perfect. If he doesn't move from here, he's in a great spot. He's got one paw tucked and the other one, he's like kneading like the blanket off my leg, so he's not actually hurting me. He was starting to really hurt me, chat. Look at these little like daggers he's got. Well, we've been streaming, yeah. We're still gonna stream for like a while. I'm not pressed about it. We're definitely gonna like keep hanging out and like stream for a while. I haven't been paying attention though to see like if Hancock, where her limit break is. I need to check now to see like her mastery, I mean specifically, so we can keep limit breaking her. I'll try and pay attention here when we finish this fight. I love this Piranha's art, because I like how the paracels are made up of like the inner tubes and stuff like that. It's really cool. It's a really cool like idea, very like fun. I gotta finish the drawing I started working on, but I really haven't got to like draw that much this week because of what's going on earlier in the week. Well, actually, I'm drawing a picture of like Bonnie right now. I'm drawing her like cosplaying and such, like dressed as like a Raleigh from what's it called, chat? Dr. Slump. I just like fit Bonnie's like personality and like just the characters, like it just made sense like that, but also outfit wise, like how Bonnie already dresses with suspenders and like a hat and stuff. Like there's similarity in the like wardrobe appearance. I'm like, yeah, that would be like really cool for like Bonnie dressed as a Raleigh. So I've been working on that. You hear something again, buddy? Either he hears something or he's just really like on edge because it is 43 minutes until they EAT. So we know how he is about like that. God, I forgot to check Hancock thing as I was like talking and stuff like that. We'll check when we finish, when we clear this TM run fully. Like we'll check because I know we have just one more fight after this, and we'll go see where she's at. Alright, go ahead and pop this. Tina next. And Stussy. Alright, cool. So now we just have the main fight against Nami, and then when we go back, we'll check on Hancock. Nice. We just got to 6 million also, so that's great. Love to see that. Oh man, Chad, another thing I wanted to say that I really actually liked about Robin and Crocodile's kit was the fact that they had their Super Tandem boost affected 5 character tags, and to me they were like 5 really good ones because Baroque Works is probably like the weakest tag out of them because it was Baroque Works, World Government, 7 Warlords, Logia type, and Paramecia type. So I actually really like the variety that was in there because obviously the more tags that are available, the more likely you could trigger that Super Tandem boost. So it's really cool. Like I actually really appreciated that. You okay, buddy? Did you like sneeze or something just then? What was that? He just made some weird noise, chat, so trying to make sure he's alright. Alright, so just easily, real quickly, we'll KO Nami, and then we'll go check on that before we jump back into our runs. My head is starting to my head is starting to hurt, boy. But again, I'm sure it's because like it's been hurting this week from the stuff I had going on just in general. It's just starting to amp up just a little bit. Now I don't feel it. Beat still. Funny thing is my water's right there. It's just he finally got comfy. I don't want to like move him or disrupt him. And he's like got in a position where he can lay with me, and I'm not hurting. He's not hurting me. So I think I'll be okay. Like we'll see. Obviously, if I need to, then I'll move him. Go ahead and limit break Hancock. Let's see. She is extremely close to that, so one more run, and I believe we'll be able to go ahead and use the key on her. So let's get back in here and try to get to that point. So our stamina right now is at just under 50, so we'll see, barring like stamina refills, because we're not near a level up, how much longer we're able to keep going before we have to like take like a break and like wait for the stamina to get back, stuff like that. So we'll see like what we got going on. Alright, we'll jump in here with Uta. Oh shoot, I could have just like cleared the stage. I didn't think about that. Now, yeah, we'll go ahead now. We might be on that part. Oops, didn't mean to like pop your paw there off. I didn't realize you had it like extended. Yeah, now that he's like comfy, I'm not gonna like pet him because I don't want him to like move or stuff like that, or like shift or something like from me petting him. So. As long as he's comfy and I'm comfy and he's not hurting me, let him be. We'll take those minuscule damage we can put on Reiju. It's still damage, but hey. Go ahead and do the swap there. Don't know why I tapped in that order, but we still got out there right. I don't need to do that again. That was I have no idea why I did that. Guess like I wasn't thinking or something. That was, yeah, don't need to do that again. Alright, cool. Now we got that cleared. We need to use the slingshot next. Alright, took out Piranha. And as I say, that freed up room for another card. Alright, how far away are we from this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the bird is 5, so... Okay, so now we're 5 away, so we can try this card for a stamina refill. Failed, but again, cool thing about being 5, like that's the most you can roll anyway, so we're gonna land inside of it, get some more chances. So 2 away. We rolled a 1, so go ahead and use this pistol. Took out ulti, take that. And nice, okay, cool. So we got the stamina refill again. And landing on the big points. Take it. Nice, okay, so we are like smooth sailing right now. Like everything's looking good. We only have the 2 fights here, so we'll go ahead and knock them out. Funny enough, we're going to skip the using Hancock this fight, so we still didn't get to we still don't get to level her, like limit break her, I mean, with the key until at least like the next one. But hey, it's sped up, so I'm not mad about it. Alright, cool. Go ahead and shift here. I meant to use Atlas afterwards, but that's no biggie. Yeah, see, it didn't even matter. Because Kobe didn't even have a matching slot, so... You alright, buddy? Good, he got settled down really fast. You can do that. Shout out that guy. Alright. I should have stretched a little bit. Emphasis on a little bit because, like I said, since he's comfy, I don't want to get him to like move and stuff. I heard that, bud. I heard that. I think that's somebody like leaving their apartment. Alright, you can lay back down. It doesn't affect us, buddy. Just lower my heating pad some since the air cut off, so I don't just start like getting too hot. Swap here, or not super swap, just swap. They require way too many swaps for their super swap. 8 is ridiculous. Alright, I hear that bird also. If you want to go see the bird, you can go get in the window and like check them out and see. Well, if you can, I realize now the windows are like kind of foggy from that storm. Probably couldn't see the bird. Unfortunately, bub. I don't know what he keeps hearing. He keeps hearing something. Oh, I can hear from another room. He hears Haley getting the litter box in the other room. I'm sorry, buddy. It doesn't concern me. Okay, Kaido. Gosh, I was drawing a blank there. Chad, I was like, wait, who do I use here? Sorry about that. Like I said, like my head's starting to like hurt some, so I was like just looking at this like, wait, what am I doing? I could not remember like who the hell to use. Alright, Nami, or not Nami, Roger, Ace, Rocks Pirates. Sword, and then we are off to the races. So cool, so sick. I like all the resistance down where we were applying to the enemy. They had like 5 different resistance downs. There's only 8 classes. Well, they were all like, because I forgot, you can apply resistance down for like the type also. So it was 5 resistance downs, and they're all class based. That's really funny. Alright, navigation level 50. Sweet. And we're at 6.47, so yeah, I guess I was wrong. I said, like, before the end of the stream, we probably wouldn't be where, like, my daily goal is, because we're creeping up on it, to say the least. We are incredibly close. But you'd love to see it. Alright, so if we roll a 4, we'll get the stamina refill, so we'll try our C-chart, or not our C-chart, our wheel, and it did work. Let's go. Get this stamina refill. Let's clutch. So we've been we were blessed today and yesterday with some good stamina refills. Also, chat, the reason why I'm using like my Uta specifically there, even though there's other ones, is because even though like there was the other ones available, I might as well just use like mine, just because like she is non-boosted, so I wouldn't want to like spend time using that person on my friends list, having a friend captain available, and it's a non-boosted one when that same person could also have a friend captain up for a different team that is a boosted unit that I can use. So while it's a non-boosted character that I'm having to use, I might as well use my own to not limit the available friend pool, like y'all get what I'm saying. Save me time without having to do like resets of the game, stuff like that, trying to find certain friend captains. Alright, so Uta, Whitebeard, Nami. I really like that Whitebeard a lot. This one, and like I like how he's like a side evolution too, because I like there's the strength version. Or not the strength, this is the strength version. There's a quick version of him also. I've always been a fan of that, like free to play Whitebeard. I think he's really cool. He is a really good free to play character. You do have to jump through some hoops for him to get like certain things to go. Like you have to be at 10% health or have a tandem orb on him. But other than that, like yeah, he's a good unit. He has an underrated crewmate ability, just innately reducing burn by 1 turn, which is really good for the whole crew. Really cool stuff like that. He's just a really good quality, like, free-to-play character. You can't go wrong with him. What's up, buddy? Alright, so now from there, Hancock's Beat, let's go. A lot of tablets. I'll take them. It's gonna get us pretty close to the end. I say that, and of course we roll a 1. That's so funny. Like of course, then we roll a 1 after I said that. Let me like up my heating pad since the air cut back on. So, buddy, you want to get up? What you want to do? Okay. I guess he's good. Alright, we'll go ahead and trigger this. Atlas next. Oh, we want to do 1 Kobe before Atlas, but it's whatever. Yeah, see, like it didn't even matter because like that's a level 1 Hancock. You saw how much damage he did. Yeah, it didn't even matter using Kobe before Atlas or whatever. But I say I could see he wanted to get up. That's why when I barely rubbed him, he jumped up. Which is good because now I can grab that water. thirsty, chat. Alright, cool. Just jump back in. Alright, Frankie Sanji again, Bluegrass into Usopp. Alright, just check and see like how long we've been streaming. Just because I am starting to get a little bit antsy with my hip and stuff, so I think we're going to stream until the top of the hour again, just like yesterday, like when we stopped in. Maybe like 5 or so-ish minutes afterwards, just so I can get like the full record time to like 3 hours. I think that'll be pretty good. So we'll do that. We'll stream, yeah, probably like, looks like that'd be like, yeah, 6:05. So we'll go until like just past the top of the hour, and then that's a good stopping point too, because then that'll be the time when I had to like feed the cats anyway. So especially with the spotty like thunderstorms and stuff there's been, while it's a clear time, I would like to go ahead and get the food down, just so she can eat and not have to like worry about it. Worry about like being scared and stuff like that, so. We'll try and we'll finish this run, and then yeah, we definitely should. I don't see like why. We'll finish the next TM run. Probably be like and that seems like that's a good stopping place in my mind. That way I could take a break, chat. Don't start acting out, buddy. You will be fed today, and it ain't gonna be much longer, but it's not gonna be right now, so don't start acting out. He's trying to ignore me, chat. Yeah, I'm talking to you, buddy. Don't start acting out. I'm sure y'all can tell by like just my body language alone, chat. I'm definitely starting to get like restless and stuff, and like shifty and stuff, like in my seat and stuff, just because of my like chronic hip and like back issues I have. Definitely reaching my limit right now. So if we need to stop earlier, I will let y'all know, but the plan is to definitely go to the top of the hour. Okay. I'm getting super restless, but I'm just gonna focus on this, try and take like my mind off like how I'm feeling and stuff. Alright. Clear this out. And then after this, we just have to run with the Rocks Pirates, and then yeah, like I said, we should be able to get like one more TM run done before we end the stream. I would imagine. Like I said, if I absolutely feel like I need to stop, then I would, obviously, for like my health, stuff like that. But hope that wasn't thunder I just heard. I hope that was like someone like moving or doing something. I saw you yawn. You tired, buddy? God, I asked him that chat and he looked over. He looked rough. He looked tired. Good lord, it looked like he was about to fall asleep. Like after I answered that. He always after dinner though. He always like crashes for like a big nap and then gets up. He usually has some zoomies at night. I don't blame him because I go see chat. I can't stop yawning. What the hell? I'm telling you, I am sapped from this week. My god. Beef. Alright, let's go ahead and do this real quick. Yeah, I'm getting like really antsy, really uncomfortable. So after I finish this run, I think what we're going to do is just go ahead, limit break Hancock, and then we probably will stop the stream there. Because yeah, I'm getting, I don't know if I can do another run right now. I think I will need to like just step away and like take a break like for my back and like hip and stuff like that before I do like anything else. Probably try and get like some stretches in just so I feel like better, because yeah, it's not too good right this second. Okay, so yeah, we can go ahead and like clear now with Ace. I mean, Ace is like special's full. That's what I meant. Go offline now. Wish you a nice day. Hey, thank you so much, Mo. I hope you have a good rest of your day or night, depending on what time zone you're in. I thank you. Like, I really appreciate you showing up both today and yesterday to the stream. So I really appreciate it. Like I said, the streaming stuff really like helps me like feel a lot better, like mentally and stuff like that. And like I said, it was a it was a rough like event earlier in the week, so I really appreciate like, you know, you stopping into the stream and stuff like that yesterday and today. Super appreciative and like really thankful for that. So thank you so much. I hope you have a great rest of the day also, and into the weekend as well. So I'll definitely catch y'all probably, if I had to venture, yes, probably next week for the Kazuna Clash stream, if I don't see you beforehand on one of the other ones that I'm going to do in one of the RPGs. But I know I'll probably definitely see you there for the Kazuna Clash stream, so best of luck to you and the rest of your TM runs. Because I am about to wrap this up to myself. Sword unit, let's go ahead and like pop Kaido. Bam. Dude, she was like gone before Kaido finished his animation. My god. That was funny. It was like she died on the first hit of Kaido's chain, or like second hit, something like that. She was out of there like before he finished his animation. I swear that was a really funny looking chat. Alright, so we got to 6.8 million right now, so that's great. Past what like I was hoping for my goal for today was, and we were able to get that accomplished on the stream. We got the nav level to 52, which is phenomenal, and it just means we're just going to keep getting more points. So let's limit break Hancock right now, and limit break her with a key, so that way we can keep getting the mastery points. Alright, cool. And I'll jump back over the TM. And yeah, we'll wrap it up here. I wanted to go to the top of the hour, but, oops. Jump back in there. But like I say, just the way I feel, like, no, I definitely need to, like, wrap it up right now. So I will, catch you guys next time. Hey, Asta. Hey, buddy. He's a good boy. That's a good boy. Thank you so much. Thank you for that. He's trying to be sweet because he wants food in his bowl. Ooh, let's go this way. Let's not step on my phone. Alright, as I was saying, chat, before that happened, thank y'all so much for tuning in, stopping by, and wish y'all the best of luck in your TM runs. And I will catch y'all next time. For the next stream is going to be back in Sword Art Online for some more Hollow Realization. So we'll jump back in there for the DLC. Let's not knock the laptop over, buddy. Let's leave that alone. But other than that, guys, I look forward to see y'all then. Hope y'all have. Let's not knock the laptop over. Hope y'all have a good rest of your day. I'll catch y'all next time.